Welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, and today we are back with another
Dun,
mukbang. Woo! I am so excited because today, did you know that Arby's had Diablo stuff? They've got Diablo roast beef burgers. They have Diablo fried chicken burgers. They've got Reuben's, which my fiance has never had in his life. They've got Diablo.
Wait, which one?
These?
It looks like a sandwich.
It's not a sandwich, it's different. We have Diablo loaded fries, we have some apple popovers, turnovers, apple pies, buffalo sliders, we've got some buffalo chicken wraps, the iconic curly fries. And with that being said, I'm not dead, but I might be dead after I read these confections because you guys always have a way of like doing it to me. You guys always have a way of just killing me on the inside. And with that being said, I just want to say, bury me with my phone, because all these olden days stories that I hear, I read of people being buried, but they weren't actually dead. So later in their coffins, if they ever open it up for whatever reason, they just see slash marks all inside. The people's fingernails are broken because they're clawing to get out. They're losing oxygen. Put my phone in there so I can at least vlog it, you know what I mean? But also I can't live without my phone or my Casetify phone case. Casetify is the only phone case brand that I would trust with my phone right now. They are the world's most popular tech accessory brand. Even Dan has one. Literally our whole family has Casetify because we would be really dumb not to. I can see why they're like the world's top brand for tech accessories. I mean, they're so innovative on so many different levels. Just talking about their tech, they have these new bounce cases and these new clear cases, and the bounce cases are insane. They have super protective bumpers on the phone, on the corners of the phone, and it allows it to bounce when you drop it. So you can drop your phone up to 21.3 feet in the air. It's their new EcoShock impact absorption technology.
That's like 2 NBA players.
They would have to get on top of each other to chuck your phone. Do you know how tall that is? Like really just think about it for a second, okay? Your phone will be perfectly fine. And it's super cute because the bounce case has over 2,000 prints to choose from. They work with artists from all over the world, or you can customize your case in the way that you like. Or if you're like, wait, I want a clear phone case. My sister is like that. Get the Casetify clear case. It's got quality protection. It's drop test approved for up to 6.6 feet. It's got raised edges and a camera ring, so everything is protected. But my favorite part is that a lot of clear cases on the market, they start getting yellow. Have you noticed a lot of people's clear cases are like yellow around the ridges? But Casetify has crystal clear clarity because they have UV Defender tech that blocks UV rays for anti-yellowing. I love all of the designs that Casetify has. They work with some of the biggest names like Blackpink, Harry Potter, Olivia Rodrigo, but also a lot of smaller artists from around the world, and sometimes those are my favorite. Like I find designs that I would have never discovered these artists otherwise without Casetify. They also recycle old phone cases, and they have really cute phone accessories like phone straps that I just can't get over. So what's not to love? So make sure to check out Casetify, linked in the description, or go to casetify.com/biz to get 15% off your new favorite phone case. That's casetify.com/biz to get 15% off your order. And thank you Casetify for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into it. I'm excited.
I am stoked.
Can I get the horsey sauce right there?
Horsey
Okay,
sauce.
this is like Arby's signature sauce. You know how In-N-Out has like oh, take one. Do you like horseradish?
No.
Here's how you do it. So you tear it in the corner.
Okay.
You grab like a Reuben, and it's just this white sauce.
That looks like mayo.
Yeah. What if it is?
It's so good.
I try the fries.
Horsey sauce is
It's
good.
like wasabi.
With
the
horseradish.
That's really good.
Put on the fries.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Oh my god, so delicious.
So put it on top.
It's
so
so
good.
good. I'm kind of nervous to try the Diablo. I wonder if it'll actually be spicy. The buns are red, which I thought was cool.
Wow, that's so good.
I'm surprised the chicken isn't red.
This
That's what I'm
fry is spicy, y'all.
Really?
Actually spicy?
Yeah, it got a kick.
Do I believe you? Oh, it's spicy. The horsey sauce. Oh, wow.
Amazing.
Oh wow.
Arby is
Exactly.
killing it.
This is amazing.
Should we all try the Diablo burger? I love the red bun.
Wow, the fries is so spicy. Yeah, the red buns is... I feel like we don't get stuff like this. All the fast food chains internationally get cool shit, but Arby's is pulling through with the red buns. Like in Japan, McDonald's does like the black sesame buns.
Wait, what
They do
is
like
this?
black truffle. Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Okay.
Cheers. Oh my.
It's amazing. Holy
The bun tastes like ghost pepper.
it's so
kinda spicy.
good. Oh my god, it's so freaking good.
So you're telling me Arby's is killing it. I will say Arby's is underrated.
It's
It
underrated.
really is.
No.
Because every time when we go eat,
Nobody goes to
nobody
Arby.
says,
Yeah.
"Wanna go Arby's?"
That's so true.
It's always Chick-fil-A, Chipotle.
Oh my god, this is
McDonald's.
so good.
I feel like they don't have a signature item. Maybe that's why. But they always have like, it's confusing. Their menu is confusing, I'll tell you. Like they even have
Pretty
Greek
spicy though.
That's so
heroes. Yeah. The curly fries are my jam. Ow.
Wow. So what are we talking about today?
Confessions!
It's always be wilding. Man, the horsey sauce.
The horsey sauce.
Why is it called horsey? Oh, horseradish.
Horseradish.
Got it.
Horseradish sauce on the spicy Diablo burger. I'm actually so impressed.
The wrap's the best.
The wrap is the best?
The wrap is the best?
Wow.
What happened? You lost the bun?
Oh, she likes eating like that.
Because I have Invisalign. I have my aligners in, don't worry, but
It hurts?
it's hard to open my jaw so wide right now.
Why is that?
Because it's shifting, so it's kind of sore.
Oh.
Like back here is so sore. Here's my one tip for everyone. I had braces in high school and I stopped wearing my retainers and now I'm suffering as a 20-something-year-old with Invisalign.
Why did you stop?
Because you're 17. Here's what happened. I stopped for a week. Nothing changed. I put it back on. So I'm like, okay, it fits the same. I stopped for a month. I put it back on. It fits the same. I'm like, I think I'm old. My bones have set. So I'm like, there's no way. I mean, if it was going to shift, it would have shifted by now.
Right.
And then eventually I just stopped wearing them.
I learned that it's true fact.
Yeah.
Like teeth will always go back to the normal state.
So you have to
That's
wear...
so weird.
You have to wear that too?
No.
Retainers?
Yeah, but I didn't.
Oh my God.
Like same thing as you. I thought it was like, I'm good. Like
Yeah. Are you going to get Invisalign?
hopefully soon, like one day.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's get into the confessions. Okay, confession number 1. The time my drunk ass took a piss on my son's face.
I like the start. It's already
What
good.
would you do if your mom pissed on your face?
I'm out. I'll never see her again.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever live with seeing my parents again. I don't know. I'm just gonna start there. This is very questionable. So I'm a father of 3. Oh no. I feel a sneeze.
Eat something. Calm it down. Eat away the sneeze.
Yes.
So I'm a father of 3, 2 beautiful daughters and 1 teenage son. At the time, my wife and I had just moved into a new house. We made the move because one of my young daughters was diagnosed with cancer. Our previous home was located in somewhat of a remote place, so we were forced out into the city where we had more access to hospitals. The move was difficult and had taken a toll on everyone, especially me. The bills were piling on, but I had to keep a straight face, especially for the sake of my wife and daughter who had already suffered enough. Because we were in such a rush to move into the city, my wife was the only one who viewed and selected the house. When we moved, I barely got to know the layout of the house. My days solely consisted of work, doctor-related appointments, and meetings, so even after weeks of living in the house, I barely knew the layout. After a long day at work, feeling depressed and hopeless, one of my friends invited me to go out to a bar. At first, I hesitated, but then I said, you know what? It. I deserve a bit of a break. Before going out, I consulted with my wife and told her I'd be going out with some friends and to not wait up for me. Well, long story short, that night, I got super drunk. I guess my depression and feelings of hopelessness for my daughter got to me. I arrived home sometime after midnight, scared to wake up my wife and children, and I kept all the lights off. Biggest mistake of my life. I know where this is going. I snuck in through the back door, turned on my iPhone flash, and started to head up the stairs. Halfway up the stairs, my freaking phone died. But I didn't give it much thought since I was basically already upstairs. Now, this is where the confusion kicks in. Not sure where to go, I walk straight down the hallway and open the first door to the left. At that point, I walk in, close the door, and start feeling around, not wanting to wake anyone up by turning on the lights. I start making my way towards the direction that I think the bathroom in our master bedroom is. All of a sudden, I bump into something. And I'm thinking, well, obviously that's the toilet, right? And so I whip it out. I whip it out and I start taking a good old piss.
Oh.
At this point, I
What?
turn around. I start making my way back to where I think the bed is located. I didn't see you mention you washing your hands. Tiffany and I were talking about this, and it was my sister and I were talking about this. Why do guys do this? Okay, sometimes we listen.
Okay.
When he goes to the bathroom at night, I listen to see how long the water's been turned on.
Okay.
Yeah, and one time he peed and I was talking to him in the bathroom. So he pees, he comes out, and he's at the sink and we're just having a conversation and I'm deep in the conversation and he's deep in the conversation. He turns on the sink, he goes like this. And then turns it off. No soap, not even his whole hand. Maybe these 3 fingers up until not even the knuckle, just right
Okay.
there. And then he turns it off, splash, splash, done.
Splash,
and
splash.
he keeps talking to me as if that's completely normal.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a moment of like, oh my God, who am I letting touch me? Who am I letting make
you're
out
right.
with me? This is a disgusting caveman. At this point, I turn around and I start making my way back to where I think my bed is located. Once there, I lay down with whom at the time I presumed was my wife.
He's at the wrong house.
Turned out I was confused. I confused my right from my left and I ended up in my son's room where I proceeded to piss all over him and slept with the dog whom I'd mistaken for my wife. Anyways, I was encouraged by my daughter to write this confession. She's a huge fan, and throughout her cancer journey, you and your family have served as her inspiration and hope to keep fighting this debilitating and devouring disease. She's doing so much better and was just recently declared cancer-free as of this past July. She still very much enjoys your content, and thanks to her, now we all do. You and your husband have brought our family closer together. Thank you.
Let's go.
Wow.
You're a hero.
No, I'm not. That son is a hero. Okay, that daughter's a hero.
Oh my God, I can't believe he actually did that though.
Wow.
How did he not know though?
How does the son not wake up?
Yeah.
True.
Maybe he was that tired, like super tired.
Maybe he's drunk too.
No, but sometimes some people around us do be sleeping.
Yes.
And they really do be knocking out.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, that at least, I think it's better that he didn't wake up.
But he eventually did, right?
Yeah, but I think if I wake up, wait, this is a really weird debate to have, but I think if I wake up covered in pee and I find out that it's my dad's pee, I will be less traumatized than waking up to my dad peeing on me.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because that's midstream. Like, midstream is like, do I scream? But then it goes in my mouth, and then it's like this whole thing.
No.
I'm sorry for the visuals, but I'm telling you logistically, you know what I mean?
I'll get trauma.
Okay, so this next one is, I almost became a school. Hi, Stephanie. Before anything else, I just wanted to let you know that I love your videos and that your storytelling skills have helped me become a better communicator like you. And with that, I hope to do this story well. If there's anything that stuck with me, it's that one of my closest friends jokingly told me that I was the school type of kid. I knew it was lighthearted and it probably didn't mean anything to him afterwards, but here I am still thinking about that very moment. I have always been the quiet kind of kid growing up. I got bullied, and add to that, I didn't really have a lot of friends. Maybe the reason why I still keep thinking about it is probably because I probably would have turned out the same if I didn't end up having thoughts about suicide. Middle school can be one of the cruelest situations as a child, and I was not exempt. I got bullied for being gay. I still remember someone purposely making me trip onto the floor. Things were thrown at me. It eventually got so bad to the point that I had a giant bruise on my thighs, making them turn blue for a week. Some people always kept stealing my things. I was not able to tell my parents how I actually felt inside because they were emotionally distant. They also forgot my birthday twice in a row. I did have some decent friends along the way, but most of my friend groups just kept falling apart, and they would always make their own groups without me. I would just sit alone most of the time. The tables at the cafeteria were long, and the area was always packed during lunchtime, so my table would probably be the only one that is not completely occupied. I took my frustrations out on video games, but I hate to admit it that I took it out on people. I treated a lot of them like shit, turning into the same people that bullied me, but I made myself stop, as I knew that I was adding more fire to the flame, and it doesn't make the wildfires go away. It just got so bad to the point that I lost trust in the power of words, as everything everyone ever said to me would always end up false or not happening. And the only emotions that I knew how to express effectively are sadness and anger. I knew that I couldn't keep living like that. There had to be something else that shows me how good the world can be. The only thing that kept me going was my dog. He was always there for me, and he would always wait outside my door to let him in. He was probably my only true friend, but he passed away when I needed him the most. He got caught up with a dog that unprecedentedly turned violent. I rushed him to the vet to try and save him, but it was too late. We don't have a lot of pictures together, but I'll always remember how he felt in my arms. So at that point, I had nothing. I hated my old school. Everything felt like and I simply just lacked the motivation to live. I hated everyone. I hated everything. To cut it short, I left. I studied hard to make sure that I could get past any school entrance exam. Revising for them was the only thing that was giving me hope, and I am glad that it all turned out for the best. I moved away to a new school, and it was from there that I met better people, who I still treasure today. They taught me what it's like to feel loved and to love, and they showed me how to be a better person. I cut off all my old friends, and I never really saw them again. Instead of hate, I chose love. I still have a lot of things to do before I can fully recover from what I've been through, but I can proudly say that I'm a different person from who I was several years ago. To those struggling with the same, while I know that this may not be easier said than done, always choose love. Life is not about what happens to us, it's about how we deal with it. Life always goes on no matter what, and love is what makes the ride less bumpy. This is not the end of my story, but this is where I have yet to write the story moving forward. If you ever read this, Stephanie, just know that you are one of my biggest inspirations. You're a great storyteller, and you're a great person. You help me become more and more better with every mukbang that you post. I guess there's always something to take away in stories that we can use to help live our lives better. And I'm glad that there's no one other than you who takes stride in making sure that people do. Love you. Why do I feel like we're the same people? That's so crazy. I know exactly what you mean because I do the same thing, and I wonder if you have that feeling when people bring up your past. Do you like kind of vehemently hate it? You're like, no, that's not who I was. It's almost like you want to like completely cut yourself off from that because you feel like a different person. Everything is so, and then I remember like I had the same situation, obviously not as bad because Coco lived a very long life, but Coco, I used to want to take Coco to school because I'm like, this dog is the only thing that saves me from bullying. She wasn't even that feisty. She was kind of feisty. I'm going to be honest with you. She probably would have bit someone's face off. She was a Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahuas. Wow. Okay, yeah. That was not the turn that it took. What the heck?
I did not expect that.
That was, why are you my inspiration? You said I'm supposed to be your inspiration. You're my inspiration. Okay, this next one took a turn. You guys have to stop sending me on these roller coasters. I did it with my therapist. What? Listen, I don't know. I was going to say you're going to need therapy, but you might just fuck them too, girl. Okay, or dude, like what's going on here? Buckle up, bits. It's a long one. So back when I was 21, I just graduated and I moved into a new home in this expensive ass neighborhood. And in that neighborhood, I met Theo James. No, I'm kidding. I met the hunk of a man and fell in love. Like, seriously, I fell in love. And we're going to call him Theo James, okay? So we're going to call him Theo. And immediately, I knew this was my soulmate. He also had a golden retriever, so that made him a million times hotter. So when I walked past and I tripped on him, which made him fall over, I quickly apologized and I started initiating conversation with him. He had these like brown puppy dog eyes, and whenever I talked with him, he would stare intensely into my eyes, which was so hot. He had this amazing humor. He was so charming. And you know, one thing led to another, and he invited me for tea in his home. And I know this doesn't follow the title, but don't worry, it's coming. We talked and we talked and we talked and we exchanged numbers. I went home, and the next day I got a text from him. And he's like, hey, I was wondering if you'd like to have dinner with me tomorrow. To tell you I screamed is a f***ing understatement. He had it all, the charm, the humor, the cheerful smile, and most importantly, he had the money.
Oof.
So of course, I accepted that invitation. To sum it up, the date was amazing. We talked about our interests like chess. Guys, I don't know. If that were me, if I were a third wheel on this date, I'd be like, wow, what's going on? So of course, I accepted his invitation and went. To sum it up, and he was just so intelligent. He was bold and funny and so Adorable.
Yeah, she's in love, all right.
Now let's skip the boring parts and get to the juicy parts. So fast forward, we soon get married after 7 years of dating. Whoa. I quit my
7
job.
years?
Yeah, I quit my job to become a stay-at-home wife because, why work when your hubby is loaded? But soon after that, I kind of got depressed. Theo James is just now so cold to me, and we would often fight, and by often, I mean every day. He became so abusive, like both emotionally and physically. He just wasn't the man that I met 7 years ago, who had that cute golden retriever named Benny. Then I started to miss my job, and I even considered divorce. I worked as a third grade teacher, and I always miss seeing those kids and their smiles, and that made my day. And soon after, I came across your channel. I really don't think that I would have healed without your amazing BAMs and vlogs, which brighten up my days. Okay, now to the hot therapist part. I soon start therapy and I meet this Giga Chad. Like, this man was buff and hot. So the first session, what kind of session? So the first session went well and I went home with tears. Second session, I opened up about my marriage difficulties with Theo James and so on and so forth. But when I tell you, he came in a suit on the third session, I was blown away. Like, this guy was not hot, he was burning. I could see his muscles through his suit and I was down bad. Okay? The way he talks was so seductive. He had beautiful lips and he talked with so much confidence. And soon the room went silent, and I contemplate if I should go for it. But you know what? F it, okay, I guess. I build up the courage, and I go in for a kiss.
Okay.
Wow, he did not hold back. I pulled his tie, dragged him closer to me. He picked me up and set me down on the desk and starts kissing me more aggressively. Pens and notebooks are flying, and one thing led to another, and clothes are coming off. The session was supposed to last an hour, but that led to 2 and then 3. 3 hours. And soon we finished at 3:30. I wondered why no one came bursting out of the door, but I guess therapy should have no limit, right? Because the receptionist said it happened before, so I was like, what do you mean it happened before? What do you mean? But soon I felt like he was kind of a dick, and he had done this so many times, but whatever, good dick is good dick, right? Also, did I mention that he was married?
What a mess.
He was married with 2 kids.
Oh my god.
I think both of you guys need a new therapist. You know what I mean? Maybe you guys should go together, but then what if it's an orgy? Calm down.
Oh no.
I feel guilty. I soon told Theo James what happened because I might not be loyal, but I'm honest. He was not pleased. He got a divorce with me and we haven't met years until now. Now we're in present time. I'm officially 29 and just went to someone's wedding. Yes, his wedding. Theo James's wedding. Her ex-husband's wedding because he married my older sister.
Okay, he's sus too then.
That's
Yeah.
so what?
He's probably like, that's weird,
He's like,
right?
oh, this one didn't work out. So
No, like,
let's
I
go
feel
to the
like he's
older
probably
one.
already talking or
To the sister.
Oh, while they were dating?
Yes, because
I mean,
they're
yeah,
just
they're together for
sick.
7 years. And if you're into a girl for 7, I don't know. Then they got married after. They must have something going on. I don't know.
How do you date someone, okay, please don't be offended if this is you, but how do you date someone that your sibling has dated for a really long time?
Does that also maybe has to do with how close you are with your sibling though?
I guess I'm too close to my sister. It would just feel so gross, right? It's like, ew.
But I feel like that happens more than you think though.
Yeah.
I bet.
Because it's like you hang out with her and then there are siblings there. It's like,
But what if there's like a family reunion?
yeah, exactly.
So
it's awkward.
But I can see if you're not close maybe and you don't see them a lot.
Is that it?
No.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's more tea.
I received an invitation. At first, I didn't want to go, but my older sister, who I love and cherish, is getting married, so I had to be there for her. She was there for me at my lowest, and when I had my conflicts with Theo James. But now, it was time for me to be there for her. Because being with Theo James is a lot. P.S. I still go to those therapy sessions, too. Smirk face.
Oh, bro.
Also, Biz, thank you for being with me at my lowest, and your BAMs and your beaming smile is what gets me through my toughest times. Beat, your sex life is insane. I just want to say that.
So every session, she gets it down?
I mean, honestly, that could be really good therapy, though. The fact that he's married is not okay, but it could be good therapy. Just get it out of your system, right? It's like a good refresh session. I mean, there's so many ethical boundaries being crossed here. If we're just talking Stephanie, who has no real life idea of consequences right now in this fantasy world, it's a good therapy session, you know what I mean?
There's this thing called physical therapy. No, I'm kidding.
I like it.
What?
This one is a one-sentence confession, and it's really a confession. This is not a story, it's a confession. Me and my boyfriend watch your podcast and to it. That's all, LOL.
What?
What? You better be talking about Bacon a Mystery. You better be talking about Bacon a Mystery right now.
Wait, they're doing it while watching?
Yeah.
Not listening?
Watching.
Oh.
Then they say,
He said, oh.
Wow.
And then she clarifies in the next one. The next confession is, it was rotten mango. Bye.
Oh.
What's the weirdest thing that has been playing while you've done adult playtime?
I
Please leave it in the comments. So this isn't my confession, but it's my girlfriend's. So my girlfriend and I have a mutual who is a trans female, and we'll call her Apple. So one day, I'm just chilling on my bed doing some biomedical work. Okay, that's a lot. I don't even know what that is. When I get a notification from the group chat between my girlfriend, me, and Apple. The message was from Apple, and it was basically asking me if I would let Strawberry peg Apple. So I'm assuming Strawberry is her girlfriend. Strawberry is going to peg Apple. So basically...
What's peg?
Peg.
So, what's peg?
You know.
I don't know.
Peg.
Do you know peg?
No.
Okay.
Okay. This is an outie, this is an innie.
Okay.
I need an outie to do something. So I throw on an outie, and I do it.
Oh.
A term coined by sex advice columnist Dan Savage that refers to an act of lovemaking that involves a woman with a strap-on penetrating her male partner. Or it's basically when a girl wears a strap-on and penetrates someone from behind in the butt. Yeah. So basically, the two were hanging out at my girlfriend's house, and they got into the topic of pegging. My girlfriend pretends to be all tough and chill, but in reality, she is the clingiest, saddest, most vulnerable girl that I have ever met. She will look at you in public, and you will think that she's glaring at you, but she's just really having super bad social anxiety. Anyway, my girlfriend said, "Yeah, I'd totally peg you," to Apple during our hangout, and Apple took it seriously. It got too deep, and my girlfriend couldn't back out. So they text me, and I say, "Yeah, sure, go ahead, whatever." Because at the time, I genuinely didn't care what my girlfriend did as long as it was consensual. Maybe it was the poor mental health or the young age, but I gave the green light. My girlfriend DMs me asking me for permission to, except she's saying shit like, "Oh yeah, but I'll only ever fuck you, and I'm only ever interested in fucking you." I didn't take the hint, and I just kept saying, "Yeah, go on, it's okay, like, do what you want." Mind you, she couldn't just straight up tell me to say no because Apple is looking through her phone.
Oh my god. Oh my
So
god.
I go back to doing my assignment, and then I get a text message from the group chat around 2 hours later. Apple said something along the lines of, she was bragging about her stamina, but it only lasted a minute. Oh my god.
Wait, what? How does that make sense?
Because, you know.
It's pegging.
Yeah, but it usually has a reverse, so it feels good for the wearer as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, you're so knowledgeable.
Oh, that's what you meant with the in and out.
Okay, so at this point, I'm thinking, shit, they actually went through with it, and I'm confused as how the fuck did my girlfriend last a minute? Bestie literally will pull me back into the strap-on until I get so tired that I pass out. I text, did her hand get tired? Because she had worked out in the morning, so maybe that's why. Apple says yes. I got a DM from my girlfriend saying, I don't have the heart to tell her. Again, I'm so confused, but she told me to wait till Apple left her house so that she could tell me what happened. I will now summarize what happened, coming from my girlfriend's mouth. So basically, Apple was insistent on getting pegged, and my girlfriend is a little doormat. So she takes a dildo, takes some lube, and they go into the bathroom. Before the story continues, I just want to say, Apple took a shit literally 2 minutes ago. Oh my god.
What the world is going on?
My girlfriend saw a shit stain on Apple's ass. So she told Apple to spread her cheeks herself, and she did. Next, my stupid ass girlfriend didn't use gloves. My girlfriend applies lube and starts doing her in the ass. Comes out.
Damn.
Comes out.
Comes out.
Bro.
No.
Smell hits. My girlfriend is on the verge of dying since she's very sensitive to smell. Oh my god, this is me. Oh my god, this is me.
Oh.
She's about to gag, but for her dear friend, she continues. Then the worst thing imaginable happens. Oh!
What?
Apple's shit literally lands on my girlfriend's hand. Bye, bestie, bye. Ain't no way, ain't no fucking way in hell, bye. So my girlfriend very calmly takes the out and stops the entire thing. Apple stops moaning and says, "That's it?" Oh my God, bro. In order to not embarrass Apple, my girlfriend said nothing. At the end of this story, my girlfriend tells me that she would never do it again, and she was now sure that she is a real lesbian. Anyway, I love you, Bis. You're super cool, and your family, including Mr. Mangobutt's family. I love you guys. I always rewatch your videos, and I hope everyone is doing well physically and mentally. Stay safe. Not mentally well with that visualization of the on the hand, okay? Do you know how many times I would have to wash my hand after that? Dear Stephanie. Whoa. Dear Stephanie, I dreamt of your child. Whoa, okay.
What?
Okay. I really hope you will read this since it warmed my heart so much. Hi, my name is Fatima. I'm 17 years old. You have a beautiful name, by the way. I've been watching and adoring you and the rest of the Sue family since I was 15, and sometimes I dream of stuff that later happens. I know this isn't a confession, so sorry about that, but I thought it was a way to catch your attention. Now, I know the title probably made all of you, if you're reading this right now, a little bit like, the fuck is this saying? Listen, I can explain. To get some proof out, one of my most exact so-called visions or whatever is that I dreamt that two of my best friends, male and a female, were getting together for 3 consecutive days. On the 3rd day, since a bunch of us are in the same friend group, we went out for a friend's birthday party, and believe it or not, these 2 people confessed to all of us at once that they're dating.
And that was in her dream?
Yeah. Okay, you know what? I know some people might not believe you, but I believe you because I've had some weird dreams too.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes.
Yes, so I believe it, okay? This is not 100% accurate or whatever, LMAO. I just thought it was cute and might warm y'all's heart for a second. I hope to describe my dream the best I can. It might seem a little weird and choppy, but I must say all dreams are usually like that. And also, it's been a day since I've been contemplating sending this in as a confession. So to the dream. We were actually filming a mukbang in front of your living room, where the round table is, but there's also a chandelier. Oh, but there's also a chandelier there that you guys are all bumping your heads on, if I'm not mistaken. Yes! Usually I feel like who I am to people that I dream of, and with you guys, I felt either like a very close friend or even a family member. Dan, Tiffany, and Mr. Mangobutt were there. I could see everyone's face but Mr. Mangobutt's. Of course, I could see his too, but it was not as clear as yours, perhaps. It was almost like blurred.
Yeah, that's how I see it too.
I don't honestly remember what we were eating, to be honest. I remember a camera being next to me. I'm across you and Dan, the way that you guys usually sit. So Stephanie is on my left and Dan's on my right. And Tiffany is sitting by Dan's side, but she actually wasn't in the frame of the camera.
That's
Okay,
so
wow.
creepy.
This is so creepy because not a lot of people can visualize the way we film, but this is like such an accurate depiction behind the camera. Okay. That's so weird. So for Mr. Mangobutt, in this part actually, I don't see him with us. He is around us, but he's not directly sitting with us. Now, Amma was actually taking care of the child, and in one moment, we can actually hear the child in the background. Suddenly, she runs in. Yeah, it's a girl, and she is so pretty.
Honey, I think you gotta take a
Pregnancy test?
pregnancy test.
Also, what I found strange is that I could 100% see her face. Like, if I had the talent of drawing and you gave me a paper to draw her this second, I could do it by memory. To be fair, the child looked a lot like Stephanie, so that might be why. But you guys, her hair was grown to the length of her shoulders and it was black, like luscious, shiny hair. She was wearing a pinkish little dress with white dots and she was barefoot. Oh my God.
This is so weird.
Wait,
I'm
what?
getting baby fever. Why do I feel like
So
that's my
freaky.
baby?
Why do I feel like
Why are we?
there's something going on right now?
Maybe she's talking about Sophie.
No, but Sophie has no hair.
True.
She really has no hair. As I turned around to look at her, that's when I see Mr. Mangobutt too. Now to paint the picture, on the right side there was a huge white door, and by the door there was one of those small sofas that you see in front of the beds in the movies. Like a bench, and that's where Mr. Mangobutt was sitting. As the child runs in for some reason, we stop filming, and Stephanie gets up to take care of the little lady. She takes her and carries her to the kitchen island and starts cutely talking to her. Stephanie is dressed in a white blouse and jeans, and I find myself next to Mr. Mangobutt, and we both sat on the floor watching Stephanie and the child. For some reason, maybe because your kitchen is so open and so much light comes in, it's almost like the two of you shine. Am I dead? Am I dead? Am I gonna have a child and we're gonna die?
Are you pregnant? Like,
Wait a minute.
You should get tested.
What if I'm pregnant? What if I have a child? And what if this is the exact thing? and then me and the child die.
Bro.
Okay, honey, that's too far. You're talking too far. Okay, what
Because
else?
it's almost like the two of you shine, as if the white blouse is reflecting the light and it makes you and your baby girl glow. It feels very peaceful. Okay, guys, I'm dead. I'm gonna cry. I'm dead.
Why am I laughing?
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. It feels very peaceful, and I remember smiling contently at you two and whispering to Mr. Mango Butt, "They look so beautiful, and your child is so bright." And what I found funny later was when I woke up, there was a part where Mr. Mango Butt actually says, "Yeah, like her dad."
I can see that. I can see that.
The last I saw was you, Stephanie, sitting down by the island and feeding the girl. After that, I woke up. Even now, when I remember the little girl, I feel so warm and happy. She was so beautiful. Again, I'm not saying this will happen or whatever, but I wanted to share it with you since it was so pretty to me. Love you all, and I hope the viewers in the Sue family will have another good day. What? Am I pregnant?
Hey, watch it happen. Watch it happen.
Is she like sent in by my parents?
She's a secret spy. She's working for your parents. You know, I have been having baby fever though. And I don't know if it's biological because every year I'm like, I don't want kids. And then every year my conviction gets less and less. And it's just me because I have friends who don't want kids, and as they get older, their conviction just gets stronger. I think it's Sophie. I don't feel good about this one. Hey Bits, I would like to start this off by saying I am deeply sorry to you and especially Steph Fiance for this story.
Oh.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's carry on. This story starts off with me watching one of your videos while doing my homework. I was a 22-year-old female at the time in university, and I was obsessed with crime discovery stories and mukbangs, so your channel was perfect for me. As I'm watching one of your videos, I actually get a tap on my shoulder in this cafe, and I turn. I see this 6-foot-tall, handsome Korean man, and I'm Korean myself, and I was very much attracted to this man. What's going on with us?
Yeah,
Wait,
where's the bad
I
news?
feel betrayed already. Okay. So, besides the point, but anyways, he taps me on the shoulder and says, "You watch Stephanie Sue too?" Whoa! Okay,
A man with
cool.
class.
A man with class. Thank you for being part of like my 3% demographic. And I was like shocked because I knew you were big, but I just didn't expect this to happen at this random cafe. Here's the thing. He doesn't watch me. He zoomed in on your laptop and was like, "Okay, let me look up Stephanie Sue." And then he was like, "You watch her too? I watch her too. Mukbanger, right?"
To start a conversation.
Yeah, that's a And I was like shocked because anyway, he sits himself down and we start talking about your videos and how much we love them, and he starts to become weird. He starts talking about how he finds you attractive and that he was jealous of Mr. Mango Butt, and I was very creeped out, but he tried to play it off by saying that he meant it in a way that he wanted to be in videos with you or join in. So I tried to be more open and I said, "Oh yeah, right." But later on in the conversation, it became normal and I was beginning to, actually love his personality. And he was really hot, so kind of win-win, you know?
That's so rare because
Yeah.
it's always like, my boyfriend hates you.
Yeah.
My boyfriend hates your voice.
Oh my god.
Boner
sometimes-
killer.
Yeah. I'll even get that in person. I'll literally
for real?
meet one of you guys in person, and then the boyfriend's there and he looks slightly annoyed. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, I hear your voice all the time." And I'm like, "So sorry, 죄송합니다."
Yeah, that's why this guy's sus. I don't believe it.
So what do you mean?
Huh?
So you don't think I'm a boner maker? You think I'm a boner killer?
Godly.
You think I'm a boner maker?
I can't.
He said, okay, so he asks for my number and we start talking daily, and he even sends me your new uploads and we watch them together on FaceTime, and it was really fun because your videos are always the light to my busy school-filled life. We continued to do this routine for months until he asks me to come over to his house for drinks and just to hang out, and of course, I agreed to the plan. What I didn't know was me agreeing to this would be my worst mistake ever. I get to his apartment. It was well furnished and pretty expensive looking, surprisingly. So I ask him what he does for a living, and he tells me he's a surgeon. Okay, I have a feeling this guy just like wants to fix my face. Okay. and that he's actually really good at what he does, which is why he can afford these things. So that was a green flag to me. We continue the date and we start to get drunk. He moves in on me and I let him, and we start making out, but stop to move to the couch. We turn on the TV and he recommends one of your videos, which
What is going on?
What? Which of course I don't mind at all because it's become the norm to us. We start watching, and as we're watching, he starts touching my leg, trying to give hints, and I was eager at this point, so I basically startled the man when I jump on his lap. We start making out again, and he turns off the TV, and we start going to the bedroom, and he's carrying me, and it starts getting spicy, and we start taking off our clothes, and as we are he says, I can't even say it.
No,
I can't even say it.
no.
About him?
He says my name. He says Stephanie. And my name is not
What, you think he was
Stephanie.
gonna scream my name then?
I mean,
He's
because
like,
in the
Mr.
beginning.
Mango Butt.
Huh?
He was basically fantasizing about you doing the deed, and after it was done, because I was honestly turned off, but then I was also too scared to stop. I left and never spoke to him again, even though he kept texting me, but I decided to block him, and I actually moved as well, so there's no contact between us all now. I still watch your videos because you give me life bits, and of course this wasn't your fault, but I'm a little bit traumatized by that man. I apologize to Steph-fiance and you on his behalf. I love you, bits. I apologize to you on his behalf. What a scum. Also, the guy is sus. He's giving me serial killer vibes. I feel like he wants to turn me into a true crime case or something. No?
He's in love with you.
No, I think he's
I don't know
weird.
about that then.
You better be careful.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Keep your
that.
guard up.
Yeah, if you're watching this, dude,
Dude.
I hope the
Stop.
next time you're really into someone and you're doing it with her, it's just like,
Just scream Mr. Mango Butt.
yeah, just screaming, Mr. Mango Butt, okay? Okay, this is a long-winded one. It's how I got my sugar daddy and startup boyfriend and why it's complicated now. I'm gonna start this off by saying I absolutely love your videos and have been watching you for years. My friends, family, partners have all recognized your voice and they'll always ask, is that Stephanie's new video? I love the podcast and I've played them for countless people during long road trips because it always gives us things to talk about. I love you always. I love you too. I met with my sugar daddy the first day I landed in New York City. Oh, a New York sugar daddy. It was not planned to be a long-term relationship from the start, but we hit it off. And I ended up really enjoying each other's company. We would only meet at night for dinner because I was actually working during the day and hanging out with my friends and I didn't want the paths to cross, you know? But slowly, we start to get to know each other and we start exploring different areas of New York City during the day. As, you know, it's my first time, I'm new to the city. He's 17 years older than me. I'm full Asian, he's full European, he's been living in a very wealthy part of the city and would always take me to the expensive Michelin star restaurants around town. And I just love how sophisticated he is. He's helped me with my rent in San Francisco for the last 2 years. I am also in an on and off relationship with someone in SF and we live together. I used to travel coast to coast really often and started by staying in hotels in New York City, but now I stay in the New York City guy's place. SF guy is also full Asian and is someone that I've known for years and, you know, we're great when we're on. SF guy is currently working on a startup, which is why we moved in together years ago, which is why I pay the rent. However, since moving in, we've had lots of fights about finances and now we're more like roommates. I do see so much potential in SF guy, which is why I still support him. Since New York City guy has 15 years on SF guy, New York City guy is financially stable, sophisticated, and can advise me on things that SF guy just simply hasn't experienced yet. However, New York City guy is now hinting that he wants to settle down and that's where things get complicated. We never agreed that we were in a relationship. We would meet in New York City and would occasionally spend holidays out of town together, like Hamptons, Turks and Caicos, Canada, Mexico. Jesus Christ.
Will you adopt me? Are you looking for a daughter?
I, however, do not want to settle down quite yet. I just want to not think about bills while I pursue my own dreams. I just have a feeling if I settle down with New York City guy, I won't live a life of my own anymore, since I'll always go with his flow. My opinion doesn't really matter all that much. This sounds just hella gold digger-esque, but I swear, I just wanted to be able to pay my rent and bills because everything is so expensive in SF. I haven't seen New York City guy for over a month now, but we talk and text all the time. The last time I saw New York City guy we spent a month together at his place and I was very close to saying I love you. I had asked him too if I ever relocated to New York City, would he want to live together, because we basically do when I'm in town, and he wouldn't have to help me out with rent anymore. At the time, he said he wasn't ready, and that's when I remembered that when we first started getting to know each other, he told me on a drunken night that he was afraid of commitment. That's why he wanted something easygoing, but it was also very nice. Also, he's great in bed. Fast forward to now, he told me he regrets saying no to me moving in and has hinted about me living with him. On his last business trip, he asked if I wanted to meet with him in the city beforehand and then just stay while he was on his trip. That way, I would be there when he got back. I was very taken aback because I didn't know he cared like that, because before I had told him I liked him a lot and he said thanks. Now, I don't know what to do and which guy to choose because I feel love towards both of them, but in very different ways. If I were to go towards New York City guy, I would always wonder if he would trade me in for a younger model down the line. Also, his parents and friends know about me, but they think we met on a dating app. SF guy's parents also know about me, but my parents don't know about either one. Sometimes I think my parents think I'm a lesbian or asexual because I've never brought a boyfriend home, but that's another story for another time. Please help Abyss out. Do I go for one, or drop them both, or keep them both as nothing is official? I mean, life is never black or white, right? Anyway, love you so much, Abyss. Can't wait for your next video.
Wow.
Oh, that's tough.
Okay, then?
If I was her, if I don't have to commit to the marriage, just do both. One's financial and one's emotional, right?
I don't know. Didn't she say she stopped talking to the San Francisco?
They're more like roommates. They fight a lot.
Oh,
So they argue.
Yeah, they argue a lot.
Okay,
So
then
what's the-
SF guy is out.
the New York guy.
But maybe it's just stress.
Nah, New York guy.
But they said they're just like roommates.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's like you broke up with someone. Okay, so SF is out. Simple. Now we're just left with New York guy. It's a yes or no, right?
Yeah.
I say yes. Just be like, okay, like I'm moving in, but there's no prenup. You know what I mean?
Yo, actually, that's
This
smart.
guy.
Just put it on the table. You know.
Okay, I don't know, but does it sound like she loves New York guy?
Sounds like she does.
Yeah.
It sounds very pleasant.
Yeah, it sounds like exactly.
It
I haven't
sounds-
heard anything bad about it.
Yeah, it sounds realistic and very pleasant.
Yeah,
It
I think
sounds-
the only holding him back is age and
Yeah.
probably a little bit of background, but
Yeah.
whatever.
I would say, yeah, I'm leaning towards the New York City guy too, but I would set boundaries. Like going in, you gotta set boundaries immediately so you don't lose yourself. Because that's a huge concern for her. But also, do you think maybe they don't fight because they haven't
don't
lived
live
together and
together.
they don't have financial stress, maybe?
Yeah, they don't live together. That's
Yeah.
a huge thing, yeah.
So what happens when they start fighting?
I mean, she has to live together first
Yeah.
to find out. Or maybe she shouldn't live together.
I would say set boundaries. Still do your thing even after you get married, because it sounds like that's like so important to you. So just keep doing that and make sure he knows that. Yeah, maybe you should move in together just so you can experience. Because what if you start fighting with him and you turn into roommates just like SF guy? But then if
But
you
what
get
if she
married,
moves in and then they fight and then he's like, okay, I don't want to date you anymore.
then she's got to find a new one.
Yeah, but she
Yeah.
can just not move in and just, reap the benefit.
But then, they gotta be together, cuddle and stuff.
Yeah, they cuddle and then go.
Oh. Nah, I think she should move in. New experience.
She said live life.
Yeah, I
that's
think
life.
move in.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm casually giving life-changing advice. I can't do that.
Hey.
I can't do that. Like, I'm really stressed about this. And I feel like time is ticking and you want my response and I keep going back and forth and I can't even decide what I
What
want
about
for
people?
dinner.
Ask people.
Yes, what do you guys
Leave it
think
in the
she
comments.
should do? Leave it in the comments.
If it goes downhill, we're gonna feel guilty.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel guilty either way. So please leave only thoughtful advice in the comments. Don't be f***ing around. Me and my girlfriend Victoria love to bond over watching your videos together. It saddens me to say we can't physically be with each other right now due to her being deported. And with all that devastation going on, I decided to bring in some joy in our lives. I could never love someone as much as I love you, Victoria. We can get through every obstacle that comes at us with the love and support of each other. Honestly, I can't think of a better way or time to propose. Vicky, my beautiful girl, will you marry me? Wait, what just
Wait,
happened?
what? She just got proposed right now through you?
I think so.
so.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
Wait, this never happened
Why do I
before.
feel like I'm seeing a proposal happen?
Alright.
Yes or no?
Pretend it's real. Like, pretend the
Okay.
camera is her.
Me and my girlfriend Victoria love to bond over watching your videos together. It saddens me to say that we can't physically be with each other right now due to her being deported, and with all that devastation going on, I decided to bring some joy into our lives. I could never love someone as much as I love you, Victoria. We can get through every obstacle that comes at us with the love and support of each other. Honestly, I can't think of a better way or time to propose. Vicky, my beautiful girl, will you marry me?
Say yes.
What's the answer? What's the answer? Come on, we're all waiting. Wait, like my adrenaline is pumping because I feel like
So
this
when
is
do we find out the next episode?
Dude, can the person please like let us know?
Yes, can you just text me or something or DM me?
Just text me. Just call me right now.
Vicky, just call me. Vicky, call my phone right now because we need this to be live, okay?
Wow.
Yes or no? Wow.
Wow, this is getting wilder and wilder.
This is getting wilder. Someone is like fucking listening to this and someone's getting proposed to listening to this. You know what I mean?
You're doing a lot, honey. You're doing a lot.
Yeah.
Today's
I
crazy.
mean, I think that's how we end today's video.
Today's
like nothing
crazy.
tops that one. Holy Vicky, let us know. You've got a good one on your hands, okay? Because I was, there was a little bit of preface, a little bit of ending, and I just want to say, okay, he seems like a really good man. That's it for today's video.
Wow.
I'm gonna let you guys know if there's an update on this one. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to check out Casetify, linked in the description, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!